and welcome back. We are still playing Pokemon, and we are still on this route. Still battling this Nidoran. So, you know, I'm sure you all love my stories, and I'm sure you want to hear more. Because now that I've thought about that Pidgey incident, I'm thinking, have I failed any other shinies like that? Because I mean, I don't know if that's considered a shiny fail. I mean, if that's the case, then sure, that's a shiny that I failed because I no longer have it. But I will tell you that I did just the other day have my first actual shiny encounter in the wild fail. I was playing this game actually because I was just getting back into things with this game, and you know, did I push you? the people in this game, they just don't make it. Robin, ugh. Gross. I didn't push you. Anyway, so I had my first shiny fail in this game. So there's a very easy kind of shiny hunting method in this game, and it's basically just that you catch Pokemon. You get a catch combo of 31 or higher, but it caps out at 31. So every time you catch a Pokemon, it raises your shiny odds substantially. And then if you add a lure to that, that'll kind of give you a little extra boost, but not too much. But a lure will give you an extra boost. So this is a very easy method. I kept doing it. I wanted Tentacool and Tentacruel are some of my favorites. And the shinies are great because green is my favorite color. So that's all well and good. So here's the thing. I waited. I chained Bellsprouts because I happened to find a random shiny Bellsprout on Route 1 in my personal game, and I had to catch that one. So then I started the chain off on one. So I had a chain of Bulbasaur. No, sorry. Whoa. I just like Bulbasaur a lot, so I just said Bulbasaur. But no. So I had a chain of Bellsprout. I got my 31 catch combo for Bellsprout. Now I'm just gonna go sit and wait in Cinnabar because I like to give myself the benefit of the doubt, right? So I'm thinking I'm gonna sit here, and I'm either going to get. Why don't you battle me? Okay, well there you go. Oh, it's this kid. This line right here. I like shorts. They're comfy and easy to wear. That's the line. They keep bringing it back. Now, I know that they know about Pokemon memes, so I don't know why that they didn't do anything with the Mew truck, because there's the Mew truck, that's a meme, and no one did anything with that in this game, but they keep bringing this kid back. Whatever. Okay. Side rant over. So I give myself the benefit of the doubt. So Cinnabar Island, sorry I don't remember the routes, but the route to the east side, Ben, Rattata Ben. Anyway, I keep doing this. Sorry, but there's the route to the east side of Cinnabar Island, and on that route you can get Tentacool, Tentacruel, Magikarp, Gyarados, and Lapras. So I'm thinking, okay, so I have a pretty good shot at getting Tentacool or Tentacruel as a shiny, because those are great and I really want that. But then if I don't get that, then I have a chance at Lapras, if it happens to show up, because you only get one and whatever. So if I'm lucky enough, I will get a Tentacool or a Lapras. And now I'd happily take the Magikarp, because a shiny is a shiny, and it's still rare. And even though everyone has a shiny Gyarados, from Gen 2, it's still exciting to find one. So I'm sitting there, and I'm waiting for just a shiny to pop up, and nothing's showing up, And I'm wondering, where is the shiny? Because even though, you know, it can take a grueling amount of time, like my stories do, it's still got to show up at some point. And out of the corner of my eye, I see the sparkles, and I see a yellow fish just jumping around, and that's the Magikarp. And I'm like, I do my little eyebrow raise and my little gasp, and I go, and then that's my whole shiny reaction. So now I start racing over to it on my little surfboard, and a Gyarados pops up right in front of it, so I encounter it at the same time, and now I'm thinking, give me the Magikarp instead of the Gyarados. This is the only time I'll ever want this to happen, to give me a Magikarp over a Gyarados. And I encountered the Gyarados, so I'm like, okay, well, no harm, no foul, let me just run from this Gyarados, and the Magikarp will be right there. Nope. 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 I got blocked. He blocked me. The Gyarados despawned the shiny. And I was like, it took me so long. I mean, at least it didn't break the chain, so we still had like the shiny chance going, and I ended up getting my shiny Tentacool. But it was just so, I was sitting there for such a long time waiting for just a shiny to pop up. Okay. It's oh my god, this is like Ekans, the Pokemon Stadium. Get the but in reverse. You're trying to get something into the Ekans coil. Anyway, ew. So yeah, it was just really rough, and the Gyarados is what blocked me off from getting a shiny one. Okay. Time to traverse Mount Moon. I wonder. Oh, speaking of Magikarp, I don't know. Well, I don't know if I want to buy this guy's Magikarp. The guy that's I don't know if he's still in there. He probably is, because I know I can catch Magikarp elsewhere. So I don't know if I want to buy this guy's Magikarp. Yeah, this shady looking guy over here. Yeah. You want to sell me a Magikarp for $500? Oh, for a second, it's late, so my reading comprehension just went like out the window, and I really thought he called me a lady. It's a secret Pokemon, Magikarp. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna buy it. I think if I'm gonna get one, I'll catch one later. Hello. So yeah, I think that's all like the funny stories that I have, at least that I can think of for right now. So I think I can focus more on the actual like game itself. Oh, I should have healed. Ugh. Poketubing is hard. I have so much respect, like newfound respect, for people that come up with their challenges and stuff. You know, I don't know. I don't really know if people can you do a Nuzlocke of this game? Like, it wouldn't be like a proper Nuzlocke because you're catching Pokemon left and right. But like, I don't know. I feel like my first reaction to this was that you definitely could. It would be a very, I'd assume it's a very easy Nuzlocke to do, because you know the battles are. Oh, there's a Meowth up there. I forgot that was a thing that happened, but there was a Meowth. Okay. Anyway, but yeah, no, it's just a very bland. No, I don't want to call this game bland. I have fun playing this game. Like that's the point of this game, is to have fun while you're playing the game, whatever. But like, I don't know. It's not an exceptional challenge of a game to play. So I wonder if people do Nuzlocke this game to add that extra challenge. I think because in my entire life, how many I've finished. How many? 3 Nuzlocks. I've done 3 different Nuzlocks. I finished. What did I finish? The first one I ever did was X and Y. And I had just a Pyroar left at the end of that one. That was crazy. Now that I think about it, because then I did Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. And at the end of that one, I only had Manectric left at the end of that one. So I'm sensing a theme there. Yeah, I just did one for Black and White 2, and this was the first time where I've actually like documented every single Pokemon that I had, and like how they, like where I caught them, what their nickname is, and how they died. But and I created a story with it too. Like I have like a full like however many pages Google document that just details every single like occurrence. Like, and it's not even like the game's plot. It's just like my own kind of canon that I created within just by playing the game, which I think is really kind of cool. That first of all, the game allows me to do that, and the fact that I was able to do it. I'm gonna switch back to Bulbasaur now that this is a thing, because now that we're in this cave, I'm scared. But oh, what? Wait, hold on. After this battle, I'll do something I forgot to do. But yeah, it's just it was just a lot of fun to write that story and to have everything kind of connect. Like, sure, there were some kind of loose connections that I was making, but like, it made sense to me, and like that's what it was all about. I did end up losing at the champion battle, which was really upsetting, but like it was a like I don't know, I had a lot of fun the entire journey, and I did like, now that like I had wiped Iris wiped my entire team with her Swords Dance, no sorry, Dragon Dance Haxorus. That was just a nightmare, but it is what it is. And I did end up like rematching her after I lost, just to see if like I could have done something differently, and if I could have won. And I definitely could have won with at least 2 Pokemon to spare if I had done things differently. I was just so scared of being like one shot on the first turn from her Haxorus with my Vanillux, but it really came down to like the AI and just like how lucky I was with rolls and whatever. Like, I was able to take out the Haxorus in like 2 Ice Beams, and like without oh, like, why are you telling me this now? Sure, here. But yeah, no, so I don't know. If things had gone differently, like, I could have won that Nuzlocke, but I didn't do that. I lost the Nuzlocke, so there's that. But I have started a new one for Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, and hopefully that'll go better. I need this Bulbasaur to evolve and just be a Venusaur already. But you know what? Oh god, I don't like this leveling system. Like, yes, everyone gets the experience, everyone's got the EXP share on, whatever. Like, that's all well and good, but like something about this interface of just like if you level up like 13 different times, like, so like if you're trying to level up a Pokemon, you have to go through every single level that it leveled up. And like, I get it, because it's like you have to make sure that you learn a move if you're gonna learn a move. But like, just going through every single level is just so infuriating. Okay, so what I forgot to do earlier is take out of the Pokeball. And now I get to see my little Bulbasaur run around with me. Oh. Yeah, no, Bulbasaur is one of my favorite starters of all of them. Now, I will say that Bulbasaur, sadly, well, is not my favorite one. It's the first starter that I ever had. Oh, he's about to fall over. I didn't think he was that hurt. He's still in the green, isn't he? Why is he about to fall over? He's just a clumsy... No, sorry. She's just a clumsy little girl. But yeah, no. So, Bulbasaur was my first starter, and for whatever reason, like, I don't know, first or second... No, it had to have been, like, first grade, like early first grade, before I actually, like, learned how to read and, like, comprehend full sentences. I don't even know how old was I? Like, it had to have been before first grade, where I started playing that. because I really just like didn't because I remember like learning how to read with Pokemon and like learning how to like I read things wrong, like I didn't know how to say Giga Drain, or like just certain moves I couldn't pronounce. I remember being able to read some of it, but I didn't care enough about the actual words. Anyway, whatever, however old I was very young, and for whatever reason, I named my Bulbasaur Bingo in all caps. Like, I don't know, there was just some Pokemon that I never named, and for a long time in Pokemon, like after that, I never nicknamed anything. But I have a Bulbasaur now. It's a Venusaur, and I transferred it up to Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, and its name is just Bingo. And I tried to change it one time, and it just didn't seem right to me, so I just never did. So that Bulbasaur is, or the Venusaur now, is very near and dear to my heart, and I don't know. I just think it's like the best starter for well, okay, no, let me backtrack. It's the best starter for this game, at least. I think Bulbasaur is one of the best starters, just out of all of them. But for this game, I think it's the best starter. Unpopular opinion, I know, but it's a good opinion. It is a valid opinion. Other opinions, if you like, okay, I do really like Squirtle a lot too. Like, Blastoise is just so cool. So, like, it's a very close second for that. But, I don't know, Charizard is like, I don't know. I've never been, like, the biggest fan of Charizard. But, I don't know, something about Blastoise is just really cool to me, too. But in terms of, like, getting through this game, I really do kind of think that they try to go down, like, a regular RPG route with this in the very first game. Because they have Bulbasaur, Squirtle, Charmander in that order on the table. Like, it's not that way in the Pokédex, but they have it that way on the table. So it's like they're basically giving you, oh, he's stuck. They're basically giving you, like, easy, medium, and hard mode. So, like, for the first gym and the second gym, so Misty and Brock, Bulbasaur makes those two gyms so easy. And then we have Squirtle. Squirtle makes the first gym very easy as well. But then the second gym, you kind of have to balance out your teams by then. But now you look at that Charmander, when you pick Charmander, you have to balance out your team right away, especially in the first one. Like, in these future games, like, there's ways around it. Like, in Fire Red Leaf Green, he learns Metal Claw really early to take on that gym, if you had to. But it's just... It really just seemed like they were giving you the easy, medium, and hard options right from the get-go. And they kind of forced Bulbasaur to be a good Pokemon. And now I don't know why people don't think it's a good Pokemon, because like it gets a great moves, and it can be a stally kind of Pokemon where it's like you Leech Seed, and then it has all this bulk to it. I mean, not the greatest bulk ever, but like it can eat attacks. I don't know. People sleep on Bulbasaur too much. I don't know. It's just one of those things that like gets to me. It's like, I don't understand why people don't really like Bulbasaur all that much. They got the stupid little dinosaur with an onion on its back. Okay, but like, your favorite is a lizard with it's on fire. Like, I don't know. Now, the whole onion back thing too, I don't really subscribe to that, because it's not an onion. I mean, I'm sure people that say that don't think it's an onion, but like, I just want to put it out there. That's not an onion. That is a bulb that is creating nutrients for the Pokemon itself. And like, Detective Pikachu, I've seen that movie 3 times at this point. At this point, as of right now, I've seen it only 3 times. Only. But in that one, like, the way that they made that Pokemon, the way they made Bulbasaur, it looked like it's a budding flower still. Like, it's a bulb. It's a plant bulb. And it's going to blossom as the time progresses. Like here, it doesn't really look like it's much of anything. It just looks like a cabbage. I see it. But I do like that they made it look like the actual flower in the movie. I don't know. I could go on like forever about that movie. I could probably, whatever. I'll probably talk about it in the future episode because we're kind of like running a little short on time here. But I could forever talk about that movie. Probably, maybe not forever, but I don't know. That's the movie. The movie's beside the point at this point. But Bulbasaur. That's our topic of discussion. He's dreaming. Just stay asleep, Bulbasaur. Have a rest. You've been battling a lot. I don't know. I feel like I don't know. My other I'm trying to think of like if my starter opinion my starter opinions kind of fluctuate as to like popularity of them. Like I mean I don't really care because my favorite's my favorite, and like I have my own personal reasons for it. But so Bulbasaur is my favorite for Gen 1. I mean, closely by Squirtle. Squirtle's great. But, I don't know, Bulbasaur just really takes it for me for nostalgia, for usage, and just, it's so cute, you know? So Gen 1, Bulbasaur all day. Gen 2, here's the thing, right? So I usually, like, my favorite starter is just the one that I used in the game. I mean, it's not always the case, but it typically is. So here's the thing, though, right? It's like I don't know how to choose between Cyndaquil and the Totodile, because Cyndaquil I used in. So my brother gave me Silver to play before Heart Gold and Soul Silver came out. He was like, oh, these games are going to be really difficult to play, and like they're not going to be as easy as these other games. But so he let me play that. So I chose Cyndaquil in that game. Oh, hi Chansey. Oh God, I can't catch this. I'm gonna try though. Ha! It's no way. I'm not gonna do it. Okay. So he gave me this game to play. And now, I'm thinking to myself, like, this game's old. Like, I'm excited to play it because it's new, and I'm gonna experience it first here. What? I'm gonna experience it first here before I'm actually able to, you know, see what it looks like revitalized. And so now I'm playing the game. And now I'm doing really well with Cyndaquil. I'm in the one of the rocket hideouts. I forget which one it actually is, but it's in like one of the ones, the secret whatever. It's not the one in Mahogany Town, but it's one of the other ones. Anyway, so I saved my game. I beat the rival, and now I'm gonna save the rest of the game for later. Oh, was not expecting that. Okay, cool. Cool. Get a lot of well, that's not that much experience. It's only a level 7, whatever. So I save the game and then I try to go back to it later, and then it says start new game, and I'm like, what's all that about? Now I didn't really know that like you could run out of battery on those, because usually like it'll tell you something like when the battery's about to run out, but those games I didn't know that they just kind of like crapped out on you. So that happened. So I had to when I finally got Heart Gold Soul Silver, I didn't pick Cyndaquil again. I don't know what I didn't. Whatever. I just chose Totodile, and I loved that Totodile so much. I named him. I always like really. I named the starters, and it's really weird to me. His name is Toady. I come up with the stupidest names for these starters, and I don't know why. Anyway, so yeah, no, I had a Totodile, and I loved that for Alligator. So I guess that was, yeah. So I guess I will say, I guess, that Totodile is my favorite for Johto. And then this is another. So then Hoenn is another instance where it's just, I don't know. It's like one of those ones where I don't love I don't love the starter that I started with in the first one. So my favorite starter for Gen 3 is Mudkip, but it wasn't always that. I mean, I had my Blaziken, but now I just feel like Blaziken is just over. I don't know. It's kind of like the Charizard thing, where it's another fire type that's like overrepresented and it's over whatever. It's just overused in general. Why did I use Leech Seed? No, whatever. It's fine. I'm not paying attention. I'm just having fun. I'm just here talking to my friends. But yeah, like I don't know. Torchic just kind of. I don't know. I don't dislike Torchic or Blaziken or whatever. I just really like. I've grown into my Mudkip, and I really like it a lot. And Swampert is great. Marshstomp's a little weird looking, but you know, so are all of the middle evolutions. Well, whatever. I'll get into that later too. But for 4th gen, I will have to go with Piplup, because that was another one. Like that was the first starter, and I do feel very attached to that. Yeah, that was what I was saying before. Like that was like the one my brother had, and I wanted to be just like him, so I also grabbed a Piplup because Piplup is cool, and Empoleon, I don't know, it's something about my child brain that really just loved Empoleon. So that was that one. Gen 5. Gen 5 is a very weird spot for me. Because, again, it's like one of those ones where like I started falling out of it, and I don't know, whatever. So I had Tepig, so I always just say Tepig is my favorite out of those ones. But I do like Oshawott a lot. Oshawott has grown on me, especially considering the Black 2 Nuzlocke I just did, where I had an Oshawott, and he was like no otter. His name was like no, and he was an otter. Yeah. So I kind of grew into that, and so the whole middle evolution thing, I really do love Duat as a middle evolution for, you know, starters, because usually the middle evolution starters are just like awkward and weird. So Duat is like a breath of fresh air. So then Gen 6. Oh god, I feel like I was in that boat with everybody else, where I was just like, oh, Fennekin looks so cool. And then it was, you know what though? I think I hopped the train before we even saw like the middle and final evolutions. Like I hopped the train from Fennekin to Froakie really quick. Cause like I was on the Fennekin train, and then all of a sudden I was like, no, Froakie's really cool. And even though Greninja is overrated, I still really... He's... I don't know, it's really weird. Like, I feel like I'm such a hypocrite for saying that I really like Greninja and Froakie after, like... Okay, I'm not trying to bash Charizard and Blaziken, but I just feel like they're... I don't know, they're whatever. I don't know, I just really like my Froakie. Anyway... yeah, fine. Moving on. Gen 7. Now, Gen 7. Here we go. I cannot bring myself, really, unless... I've done it, like, twice before just to see what the other starters were like. But I really cannot bring myself to choose anyone other than Litten in Gen 7. I just can't. Litten... When I first saw it, I was like, "Oh, that's a stupid-looking cat." And then, but like that's just like any new Pokemon, though. Like any new Pokemon you see, you're just kind of like, "That's kind of weird," just because you've never seen it before. But as time, hi Paris, just because you ran into me. So any time that like you see a new Pokemon, it's gonna look weird because you've never seen it before. But oh god, but as time went on. Alright. God. As time went on, like Litten really grew on me, and it's so good. I don't know. I like cats. I like the idea that it coughs up fiery fur balls, and then Torracat is such a great middle evolution, in my opinion, because it's a bigger cat. I think, okay, I will digress. It is really weird that it is a weird colored orange rather than the red of the other two, but that's beside the point. My whole thing is that it's got the fire bell on it, and it's a great cat design in general. So, and then oh my, Incineroar is just so great, and then because in Smash he's really good, and then he's just this wrestler, and everyone thought, oh, he's gonna be another fire fighting. It's just great. Oh, Clefairy. He is just so great. And again, with the names, I named my Litten Pretzel because of a wandering little cat that we have around here. His name isn't Pretzel, it's Marco, but we call him Pretzel. Term of endearment, I think, but that's neither here nor there right now. Yeah. Litten is just great. Incineroar, amazing. I love its Z move. I like, as far as unless Sword and Shield, unless their starters have like crazy, awesome, never before seen, like crazy designs, really fun, you know, like Litten is just gonna be my favorite forever. Like it's solidified its place. Like Bulbasaur was my favorite one, like because it was my first ever, nostalgic reasons, all the reasons I said before. Bulbasaur was really up there, but Litten just solidified its place, like, at the top. What are you trying to learn? Oh, well, no, I'll keep Poison Powder. I'm not gonna, but yeah, no, it's just something, I don't know, something about Litten I just really love. Maybe it's just the cat thing, maybe it's whatever, but I just would love to have, like, a Litten to just, like, have as like a pet or something, you know, if Pokemon were real. Because then, yeah, and then Gen 8, I'm looking towards Sobble. He's not gonna replace Litten in my heart as my favorite starter, but I really do like the little like lizard boy. Like I'm having such a hard time because like Score Bunny is really cute. But I don't know, I don't know. He just seems too big for his britches. To me, I don't know. That sounds really weird. But like, he just sounds like too, I don't know, Score Bunny is too up there. Grookey, I'm having like a weird time with, because like I feel like I'm gonna like him. But I don't know, something about Sobble is just keep pulling me towards it. My gut instinct is just telling me pick Sobble. So that is where we are with this. So, I don't know. This is an exciting time that we're living in. So, in this game, I think we are almost at Team Rocket's fight. And we will, okay. So this is the Helix and the Dome Fossil. So we will take on this guy on the next episode. And probably Team Rocket. Let's dodge the Zubat, dodge the Paris, dodge everybody. And thanks for sticking around. So until the next time, have a great day. Whoa, what? Have a great day. And we'll see you next time. Bye.